Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren, and I am part of Team Snuggle Squad, along with Kavya and Lane, and we're presenting our Pet Adoption API project. So our project is a backend pet adoption API built in Java using Spring Boot framework. We use JPA for persistence and Spring Security for authentication and authorization. The API manages all core functionalities of the adoption system, such as browsing pets, user registrations, application submission, and status management. Our data model is maintained using JPA entities and repositories, ensuring robust and efficient access to application and pet information. For project management and collaboration, we relied on GitHub Project Board to organize our features and tasks. We also maintained a shared project document within Slack where we clarified requirements, shared hours of availability during the week, and our contact information, and discussed any changes we made asynchronously via Slack. This wireframe shows the main user and admin workflows. We did not finish the admin feature. That will be for the next phase of development. The flow starts with visitors browsing available pets. If a visitor wishes to adopt, they must register an account and log in securely before submitting an application. Each application enters a pending status and awaits review. Admins manage the ecosystem by reviewing applications. If approved, the pet is marked as adopted and linked to the user. If rejected, the application status is updated accordingly. The wireframe also shows the future features of how admins oversee accounts and review applications. This visual blueprint helped when organizing controller logic and designing API endpoints. Now I will turn it over to Lane, who will demo parts of this flow.
Hello, everyone. For our project, we've built a RESTful API for a pet adoption platform, and I'll be demoing that with Postman. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send a GET request to our pets endpoint, and you'll see that I'm unauthorized. And that's because of these two lines of code here in our security configuration that handles the authorization. What this line does is it lets everybody access the login and the register endpoints, but for any other endpoint, you need to be logged in and authenticated. So to access our pets endpoint, we'll first need to create a user and log into them. So if we go to our register endpoint and post a new user, you'll see our new created user with our hashed password, our email, and a couple other details like the authorities, the login, and the admin. And so now we have to log into this user to be able to search anything. And for that, we only need the username and the password. And you can see our authorities role has been set to logged in, and our logged in is also true. And no, we're not an admin. And now, because we're logged in, we can send a GET request to our pets endpoint. And we can see all the pets we have in our database. Some pets that are adopted already will have an owner assigned to them, and their is adopted will be set to true. And for others that aren't, you can adopt them or submit an application to adopt them. So let's submit an application for Duke, the boxer. And for that, we'll submit a post request to our applications endpoint. For that, you'll need to set up the status for your application, which is pending, give it a title and a body, choose the pet ID that you want to adopt, and put your user ID. And when you hit send, you've created your application for Duke the Boxer. Here's your form title and the body, the application date when it was submitted, and the assigned user and the assigned pet. You can also get all of the users when you're logged in. And you see everybody logged in, all their details. This was originally meant to be an admin-only permission, and it's something we are still working on. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Kavya. Before we conclude, let's quickly recap the main features of our project. We implemented password encryption using bcrypt to make sure user credentials are stored securely. We also added authorization requiring users to log in before performing actions like submitting adoption applications. With role based access, visitors can only view pets, and login users can apply for adoption, and admins can manage users, pets, and applications. And finally, we started integrating Auth0, which allow third-party logins and make the system even more secure and seamless in the future. Our design choices were made with both security and scalability in mind. For flexible authentication, we supported both OAuth logins and traditional email password registration. For deployment, we containerized the app using Docker, ensuring consistency and portability across the environments. And finally, for stability, we selected JDK 21, which is optimized for long-term support and reliability. So these decisions helped us create a project that isn't just functional but also sustainable moving forward. So, if we had more time, there are some futures we would love to expand on. We would love to build a front end interface to make adoption more user friendly, and we would fully implement Auth0 for smooth third party authentication. We would add more admin functionalities, giving better oversight and control. And lastly, we would work on upgrading database for scalability as the number of pets and users grow. So our project is about making pet option easier and more secure. Thank you for your time. And that concludes our presentation.